Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and we're going to continue with my Let's Play of Halych in Field of Glory Kingdoms. And last episode we got in a little bit of an unexpected war here with PAGANS, or however you read their name, and we've gotten these three regions of Moldavia. Now the thing is, our generals are quite handy. They're very good in combat and they can decimate the enemies, but our clergy, honestly, Donald's gonna have to do some work. Donald is another one of my patrons and he's the head of all the priests. And he ain't doing so hot here in this one. Now the main problem here is that we have actually clergy that's pagan in all of these areas. And we don't actually have a clergy of our own, or we have them, but we have them in a different city. We don't have like Slavic Christian Orthodox clergy, which is what we want. And so because of that, we're getting a lot of unrest and some general trouble in this area. So how are we gonna stop that? So you can also here see the local authority. This is dependent on how close we are to the capital. Also, we have a little bit of a problem that we have 3 Moldavia provinces, but we don't have enough to actually be able to put a governor on Moldavia because the majority of Moldavia is not ours, and therefore we cannot we can give a governor, which would really help us with loyalty here. Now, there are a couple ways we can solve this. We already set up a we're just giving them metal. Okay. We could attempt to try to get this specific region from Rus Principality, but we can only do that if right now you see the province, and then you see PAGANS in parentheses. And what that means is that I'm sort of confused why the music stopped. It's not that dramatic at the moment. Like, music, calm down, we can come back. Anyways, because it has parentheses, basically it means that I think they're still at war with PAGANS, or they're still at war, yes. So it's at war. This can also happen if you're no longer at war, and that basically means that they have some kind of like a strong claim on it, and you have to hold it for 10 turns for it to properly become yours, and you cannot gift it to any other country except the one that is in the parentheses. So one of our options would be to try to gift some of our regions to either PAGANS or Petty Kingdom of Hungary or Rus, most likely Rus, because they're the most friendly with us, so we can take this and get better authority, or we need to start building buildings that will either help us with piety or authority. So right now I'm making a farm here so that I can get a growth in 8 turns. I'm actually gonna do something else. I'm actually gonna build this village green because this gives me a regional loyalty bonus. And it gives me a little bit of food as well. So we're going to do that instead. You definitely don't need to be making money. Now, for these other like people, not the clergy, they're all giving you still some productivity, even though they are not of your religion. So even though they're pagan, they still have some productivity that they're giving us. And this nobleman also is going to give us some productivity. Not much though. And so here in 4 turns we get the village king, which will help us with loyalty. Over here, take us 25 turns to get anything. So we're actually not gonna... First of all, I need to switch this person here. Now it's 13 turns, but we might actually want to focus on growth here. If I put everybody in growth, it would be 75 turns. Okay, never mind. In that case here, we're gonna have to build something. We're actually gonna build the pigsty here. I wanted to do something... Well, actually... Yeah, because here the only thing we can get is alarm bell, which wouldn't help us with loyalty, or a commoner cemetery, which gives us a little bit of loyalty and a little bit of piety. So let's maybe do that, and we'll focus on food after. And here we're trying to get a flax field, but we have lots of bad bonuses, so we can put some people here. The way this works is that if you have any leftover infrastructure, I'm actually going to turn this off and not build anything here. Any leftover infrastructure is going to be moved in the rest of the region. So here we're going to just get a little bit of extra infrastructure and sort of push it to some of the other areas. I think it works within a province, so we can't actually use any leftover infrastructure from here and send it over there. And we're also... Yeah, we have a stockpile of 82 here, but we can't use it. So instead, we want to start building some other things in our little cities here. Now, I would love to we're going to get howls, which are not great, but they give you extra population slot. And then they're filthy and cramped, but we don't have that many troubles with health right now, so I'm going to do it anyways. And Yeah, we're building something everywhere else, so we're okay. Now, another thing that we want to do is we want to start a war with Volhynia soon. But first, I really need to make sure that we get no unrest in our disloyal regions. So what I'm going to do is actually what I'm already trying to do is I'm setting each of these in a different country, and they're going to be standing there, which will sort of increase the loyalty. Now, we have this Trangili army, and this next one, we're going to call this... Actually, I think we already have Vas's horde up there. Yeah, so we're actually not going to rename them. So I think we're okay with this right now. We're getting quite a bit of money, and we have quite a bit of money, which is great. So another potential thing we could do is we could try to befriend somebody. So currently Rus Principality is a distance, so they don't actually like us that much, but we could gift some money. We could either try to focus on Pecheng. So as long as Pecheng has pretty big area here, it might be worth trying to gifting them things to get Moldavia, but for that we need more regions. Or we could try to focus on some other people that we might potentially be interested in, like this Poland city-state, and try to befriend them. Because once they take over Volhynia, we can take over all of these places here. But I don't know yet who, so we're just going to wait a turn. And we're going to go. Now, I'm really hoping that we can do some work with our clergy here. We have a very low conversion chance right now. I think it's going to be like 1%. We're going to check it momentarily to actually convert them. So another option of what you can try to do is just get new citizens. For example, if we had a regional decision of attracting migrants, we could get a new citizen, and that new citizen might be Orthodox Christian, which would help us because then it wouldn't be like not the entire region would be pagan, which would be very good for us. Yeah, so you can see that this is just conquered, which gives us the negative effect, and then we change the building, so we get infrastructure penalty, but we had a lot of infrastructure saved up, which is good. And loyalty revolt risk is still pretty high. Local authority is low. Again, this is all because we just can't get, we don't have entire region, which is really, really unfortunate. Now, what I'm thinking about is actually, we don't need a big army here. If we keep somebody, we probably don't need anything too strong. So I might actually take this Trojina, split it away, keep it, and take Trangili's army up top here so that we could fight against Volhynia. Now here, again, we could just take maybe one set of horse archers. Yeah, keep them here. Take the rest of the army and move them... Sorry. We're actually gonna merge the other two together. We'll split off... And you know what? We'll just move up. We won't split off anymore. And for this specific region, I think what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna do like call to arms or just get a unit. Yeah, recruit non-standard units. We could do it... We're gonna do it up here. And that means that I can actually split one more. So we're actually gonna get these early light archers and we're gonna send them over there. And this way we still technically have somebody on each unit, and you would want to give them like some general. He doesn't have to be good. We'll give like Vlasir. It doesn't matter. We can get rid of the general later. It's just that it can help you, like if there was unrest, they can basically do like martial law and make sure that it stops. Another really important point is we would love to get a region with 2 nobles, because if you have 2 nobles, you have a chance and good stewardship to get extra authority per turn, which we would love, because I'm using authority quite a lot to get different to get like different buildings. So we are now in Przemysl, and we could get a wooden church, which gives us better chance to like conversion of people. Yeah, conversion bonus 10%, or we could get Hamlet, which gives us regional loyalty bonus, but we don't really care about it here that much. And yeah, it's not that great. Sometimes the building that you can get here is really good because it would allow you to basically get more freemen, and if you have more freemen, you can convert them into noblemen so that we could get that bonus that we needed. Yeah, I think we are good. I don't think we're going to be gifting any money anytime soon. Let's just wait it out. Now, I do want to check how is VOLHYNIA doing in terms of their strength. So they have 4 defense units, but I'm assuming that they're gonna have some good levels of 16 defend units in the capital, or in Vladimir Volhynsky. Yeah, they're unfortunately probably going to get some good defense. Now, the good thing is if you can take over a region where you have a claim, which we do because we forged it, we can now get... Actually, maybe these units are too strong to be staying at home. Well, we'll see. I might keep them here like... Oh, yeah, this is a 2-level unit. Yeah, we're not keeping this one here. This one's got to go up, help everybody else, and we're going to take... Maybe we'll just hope that this city is fine. How is your loyalty compared to this one? This one is 8, this one is -14, local, -47, no, -4 and +1. Yeah, we'll just move with the archer back and forth. Because if we are losing money right now, we need to start... Either we can move some people around, or we need to start... Yeah, we could potentially... Well, I kind of like getting the stewardship here, but we are building house... Maybe we'll get like +5. A little bit more. Is this gonna give us money? No, glass power will not give us money most likely. Yeah, I'll move this nobleman. Give me extra 11. Yeah, now we're not losing much money. We're not getting the stewardship here for the moment, which is not great. But I think we can always change it later. And like I said, if we're starting a war, we need to be ready. Oh, from peasants to freemen. So this is great. So this allows me to turn 1 peasant into a freeman, and we get some money. So where would we want to do it? Probably in Przemysl. So let's do that. Actually, no, we want to do it somewhere where we already have a freeman, so we can turn them. So we'll do it in Tereblov, because then we might later have a chance to do the freeman to nobleman, if you would like. We'll get some extra money. So we'll keep these units here, and everybody else is moving up here. Now I'm also going to combine the Halych army with Vas's horde. So now our strength is, oh, just 36? That's pretty low. Their strength here is 17. 12 is the strength of the garrison, but this garrison has strength of 50 and 2 unbreached walls. This one is 16. So the problem is that they have some unbreached walls. So we might need to think about how are we doing on archers. We have 1 Družina, 2 early spearmen, and 1 archers. Now, a lot of our units have this hastily levied penalty. So another option would be to try in one of these cities. When we finish the house in Tereblov, we could maybe try to get like some kind of a building that would lower the hastily levied negative. So that could be useful. But I think we're just going to wait a moment and see. Now, I want to be a little bit careful about the money, because with the sieges, it will take us a while to finish combat. And once we're actually in combat, we'll most likely be paying more money to handle combat. So I want to be a little bit careful about that. So we might want to start the war soon is basically what I'm saying. We have some kind of a proposal. I don't know if it's like a... What is this? Ras is proposing transaction. Okay, so now we're at +1. Now you can see that we're moving up in this list, which is good, because if we can get progress token, we can turn into a better city state. So what are they asking for? Oh, I will not give you any region. What you're talking about? That'd be terrible. Now I will give them a counter proposal of I will give you 9 metal. And that's because if we just reject, I don't know if actually how the counter proposal exactly count, but if you just reject an area, the problem is that you will if you just reject an area, you basically get still a negative effect if it was like a really bad deal. So in that sense, it's better to... I think if you do a counter proposal, though I'm not 100% sure, I believe that it will not give you that negative effect. Now I'm going to put Yaroslav here because he gives me extra authority bonus when we start the war. Now we have 1 unit with 68, 1 unit with 43. That's 100 total. The problem is that we're probably going to have to merge them into the same unit. Now, do we want to we should have some good bonuses. Now, another thing to keep in mind is that if you have the prices of units is actually different in different provinces depending on your setup. So it should be the same based on the region. So in Galicia, you can say it cost me 23 to get an archer and 20 is their upkeep. If I did the same, it would actually cost the same for this one. Human horse archers cost 135 and have 24 upkeep. Their efficiency is 7. What is their health? Oh, they have 2 hits, 3 effectiveness. Sorry, 3, 2 versus the Družinas that we can get are 4, 4. So that's way better and they're cheaper. But they do get, they have a charge, they're agile and they're steady. Now I would love something against sieges, which these guys will not have. Like if you hit control, left click for details. You can get like extra details somewhere, I think. Yeah, okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a couple things. First of all, if we want to have stacks in terms of that, if we have units behind, so basically we have like 5 archers and 2 units, so that's not the greatest combo. But if and here we have 2 archers, they're probably going to be in front, so we might want to add some archers here sort of to put them in the back, so that and it will give you +3 supports on attack, and it should also help you with the. So I'm actually going to take, but 20 per turn is expensive, so I'm going to take 2 archers. It's going to cost us 40 per turn, and 1 more Družina, and I think that's all we're going to take. I don't think we're gonna take anything here because it's just too expensive. So I think it's because of the loyalty. Yes, because of the loyalty. That's why it's so expensive to get a unit in this area as opposed to the one up top. And I think we're gonna start a war. We're gonna declare a war. We'll see how it goes. We will lose 5 authority. There is actually, there is a regional decision called sneak attack that actually allows you to attack without losing so much authority. I'm trying to look here whether we could do something to mess them up. We could try to instill a revolt. Arming disgruntled peasants and freemen. This region can be set in turmoil. We would want to do it on the capital because that's where the other ones didn't really care. Also, I assume that they all have pretty high loyalty. Yeah, it's just not going to be worth it. Actually, this one has low loyalty, so maybe there. How much does it cost? 75 gold. Yeah, we're not going to bother. So I think that we're going to keep this here. Do we still need to keep this here? I think we do. Well, 1 more turn, we'll get some of the loyalty, so maybe then a few more turns for this pacification, but maybe then we move some other units around. I'm actually going to set something to build here. I know that the infrastructure is moved around, but I like building something. It just feels weird when there's nothing being built. So we'll leave it like this, and we're going to start the war. I will pay 5 authority for it, but I think it's going to be worth it. And I'm going to move this unit closer, and we will probably like merge them and have like 1 really big unit. And we'll try to find where they have their big units and immediately go and attack them. This is, by the way, an important point. You can, if you want to, if you are being sieged, you can actually move your army outside to attack, even if you're not. Like you can fight them outside of the siege, which can be useful if you're, for example, fighting something like rebels, who it would just take forever with you to like fight them. So you can, like, it would take them forever to basically siege you to fight you. So you didn't want to be, like, conquered that long. So you'll just go at it. Okay. The rest is going to help us. Great. So the couple things, we can go straight up at the capital. So they don't seem to have any, well, they probably have some units in the capital. So this one has strength of 74. So we're just going to move it here. And I'm actually not going to go at the capital. Well, no, but we have to connect though, because if we go here and they go outside of the capital and attack us. But this is their strength in the capital, not out of it. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna be a little bit risky. And then we're gonna send these archers to go help with this particular area. And how are we doing here? It's one more turn for the pacification. What is our chances of revolt? 7%. I'm actually gonna move this unit further away. And I think we might move some of the other units away as well. Now we finished this garden, so we're getting some more better loyalty and some more things. Now we could get alarm bell, that isn't gonna help us. A scribe, which gives us legacy, but also nothing useful. Discreet hamlet is just temporary fortification. Tannery, which give us money, equipment. No, I think we need either food. I think we need food. So we're just gonna get something for food here. And we got extra population in Lvov. Where, yeah, we were building the church. Okay. And we finished something up here. So in belts, could I get minor stockpile? Give me army requisition. So free supply per turn. It will help us in case of siege. I'd rather have something that gives me manpower. How much authority would I have to pay if I would want something that either removes the hastily levied thing, or, oh, this would allow me to get spear makers. But none of this would give me manpower. Wait, actually this peasant roundup. Oh, this gives me manpower 3. Local watch removes manpower. Timberkeep does nothing. Spearmaker will remove the hastily levied, but on heavy infantry, which we basically don't have. It's just a temporary structure, and this is just a temporary structure. I don't think we want to do that. I think it's just, it would just cost too much in terms of it. Just get a beekeeper, just get some better growth. Actually, or maybe infrastructure so we can build faster. We'll get the well. And we are losing manpower, but again, since we're going to start combat really soon, I don't think it's that big of a deal. And I'll actually take this unit and move it up there to help us out. It's just going to take 2 turns. It's not taking a long time. So they build a detonate here, which is good because it gives us a siege resist. So I'm actually okay with that. We have it in both of these. It does cost us wood, so I'm assuming that we're going to be paying... Oh, yeah, we're paying 8 for wood here. Actually, we're just paying 8 for wood in one area, so it's not that bad. I thought it would really mess up our commerce, but it actually doesn't. Strongholds throughout a round get a bonus because we have a good stewardship. And then here we get a gift to appear. So this is something where you can gift money to one of your generals, and they will basically like you better or become more loyal. We also have 1 art of siege, which is going to be really useful when we need to fight. Now we only have 1 more turn for this under pacification, so I'm hoping that we get bonuses for stewardship and that it's just going to be a little bit better for us. Hopefully there won't be any unrest because we're kind of busy fighting a war up here. Okay, so as you can see, they sort of moved in. They have 36 is their strength, so we should be able to win this. But they do have an interesting general. Oh, what is this? This bonus? Maybe this is like a siege bonus. We'll see. But they actually, because they moved, they're... Oh, okay, this is not going to great for us because they have a lot of extra support. But we are still... We have a lot of... We are like unstoppable, so we have a lot of bonuses. And we have some bonuses from experience as well. So, we'll see. Oh, this one was a stamen. This one hurt us in health, so if I really hope they don't take over, like kill this unit, that'd be bad for us. But we won, so we get pursuit, which is great. So we killed some of theirs. I don't know what his bonus was. Can I actually take a step back and look at it? What does he get? He gets... Oh, it's pampered. Less chance of having character's health decrease. Okay, so I thought it was like... I thought that it was something to do with sieges, but it actually wasn't. So this is good because it seems like that's their only army, this unit that we see up top, and that would be fantastic. Now remember, they still have a really big defense in the capital of Volhynia, and it's gonna take us quite a while to take control of that region. And remember, we're losing a lot of money because we have high upkeep with the military. Or else it's kind of distant with us. Okay, these two should merge. We have 82 strength. This siege, I presume, is gonna take forever. I'm gonna step in here first. These ones should also like step in there. Let me change the movement. Actually, no, these ones are gonna go help up here because we're gonna need some defense. Because now our strength is only 37. Now, I don't know. Yeah, siege duration is uncertain, so we're not doing great. We could, maybe we'll just step over. They have 19. We should be able to win if we step in there. But it's a little risky. But I think we can probably do it. Let's try to do it. Just because we don't want them to like combine their units and get better strength. That'd be really bad for us. Just want to make sure that doesn't happen. I do. Actually, I think I can get more archers because of my money. I was gonna say maybe we get more archers and sort of help out, but we can't do that. Now up here we don't need any. We could get a peasant roundup for manpower. I'm actually gonna do it here. It's gonna take 6 turns, but I don't want to be losing too much manpower. Do we get an extra authority? Embezzlement, that's not great. And this is just a battle. Okay. And anything down here that we need to do? No. Okay, but you can see, because it's not under pacification, now it's not that bad. We still have a 5% chance of a revolt, which is not great, but it's not as bad. And there's only 1 more turn for the pacification and 2 more, so it shouldn't be too bad. So let's hope we can win this combat. This is going to be a little bit rough. And we're also getting quite a lot of bonus from the battles won, because this one is getting, this VAS basically here is going to give us a really good benefit from it. The commanding general will mount a retaliation expedition against a hostile region to neutralize an enemy army. You won't capture the first hostile region entered and will return to the previous region instead. Doing so will cause an effectiveness loss. No, we just want to straight up like keep it the way it is. Because if we could take over, and this one probably doesn't, it still has also unbreached walls, okay. But it's weaker because when we conquer it, we could get extra money from basically like pillaging the region. Or like, I guess, conquering it. So we actually do want to step over that one and try to get it. Oh, he's moving away. This is unfortunate because he moved into the capital. And, ooh, so this is interesting. We actually immediately took over this. So this sometimes happened. I think maybe because it was like previously like a petty chiefdom. Like basically what you can see, the other yellow regions around it. And basically it means that we immediately own it. It is currently being sort of overtaken by Volhynia, and this is the situation that I was talking about previously, that basically I can't tell them to merge, so hopefully they'll merge together once we step in. They can't, you can't gift it to any other region. You can only keep it, gift it back to Volhynia, or you have to keep it on for 10 turns. Now with this capital, how long would this siege take? Because on one hand, I want to finish this siege so that I could do the art of siege as my regional decision, so that I'm not losing, so that I can conquer a region and I'm not losing money. On the other hand, if we step in here, we might be able to hit this enemy army before they run inside their... Actually, I'm going to do the retaliate here. I just want to try it. So let's retaliate there. And we'll try to kill this army, and then we'll go back to where we were. Because sieging this middle one is going to take forever. We have... Okay, so we have unrest. So we should have kept the unit there. We actually are going to move these archers in there. And we've got one more unit here, which is what? Which is a Druzhina. So we're going to move these inside here. And we're gonna again make it join some other ones. We have enable a petty landowner. So this is the freeman to nobility. This will give us a legacy bonus. It doesn't cost us anything. And like I said, we wanted to do it where we already have a nobleman, so we'll do it in Terabloff. Because once we have 2 noblemen, we're going to have a better chance to get extra authority. And the way that works is that basically you will... How does that work? Basically, you will... what am I trying to say? The game will randomly pick a region at the end of each turn, I think, and if there is the one with a nobleman, for each nobleman you have 35% chance to get authority. That's how that works. So you definitely won't have noblemen all over the place, but now that means if they pick this one, we'll get 70% chance basically. And it said that you get some extra bonus if you have 2 noblemen, I think. I don't super remember what it was, but now do we want to set something to build here? It's gonna take, okay, we can't. All right. Well, is it that we can't because it's siege? No, it's just because it's taking forever. So if you put a village garden, it's gonna give us some food, or we just get something with infrastructure. Yeah, the loyalty is gonna be fine once we have it for a while. So we're just gonna be building a clay pit here. It's gonna take forever, but it doesn't super matter right now. And as you can see in this siege, we didn't really get any good bonus. Now we're losing a lot of manpower, so I'm glad we're building something to help us with that. But yeah, we'll see. And here we have that unrest. We could get a village garden here, which would give us food and money. Not infrastructure, but everything else. So let's do it. So let's end our turn. Removing that one archer. Oh, with that one archer unit that we moved to the city with unrest, I need to give them a general. And when we give them a general, we'll have a chance to basically... Wait, why did this unit move away? They were supposed to retaliate. Oh, well, okay. I guess we'll merge them with the other unit then. I don't know, that was weird. Yeah, we're losing a lot of money. So we have like 3 turns basically to finish, which obviously we're not finishing that quickly. But oh, and we got an aging token. That's unfortunate. Okay. So we'll move in here, and we will merge. Over here, we will merge. I don't know. Oh, so we can assault. Yeah, we want to assault fortified structures at next opportunity. With this siege, we inflicted a lot of casualties against defenders. So this siege is uncertain. This siege is uncertain. I think I'm going to have to keep my regional decision, the Art of Siege, for the capital. So we're just going to have to wait it out for the rest of it. Here in Terabloff, we now have 2 noblemen. I'm going to put them actually both into money. So we're not losing that much money. And we're going to try to go around. Oh, we don't have any more noblemen to give. Okay. We got a disorder token. That's unfortunate because we can sort of lose an effect of our city. We got some authority. We keep getting the gift to peer, which we now have twice, but it's not going to be helpful for us. So yeah, and this one, I'm going to put a general here. We'll put Vlasi here. Oh, taxation penalty. I guess we'll put Radoslav. It doesn't super matter. It's just so if you have a general here, you can turn it into a martial law. And that way get rid of the unrest, which is, you know, good. I don't know if I can afford to move these people to get me extra money. We have the nobleman, but it's kind of rough. Yeah, it goes from... Yeah, I don't think we can afford it here. I'm doing it here, but it's a little risky. Losing 47. Okay. So hopefully we'll be able to... Small population of pagans has been found guilty of witchcraft and was burned to death. No, why would you do that? I need those people. I need them to build me my clay pit. Why are you burning them? Oh man. Okay. Well, let's hope that we can take over this next turn. Or this one, we'll see. Now they only have one set of walls, so hopefully we can destroy it, but it's gonna take some time. Okay, yes, we did it. So let's view the battle. Yes, you can see that we destroyed everything. Now, one of theirs is exhausted. One of mine is too, but thankfully that unit is not dead. Keep getting stabilized. We gotta do better. It's gonna end in a draw, I think. Oh no, actually, well, let's see. Oh, we won. I was worried if we won. Right. And again, because this is a VAS, we're gonna get extra good authority for this. Now we still need to take over the capital, but I'm gonna merge all of my units together at the capital, and then we're gonna still keep Vas as the main general, not Trangili this time, because he gives us the extra. Well, actually, maybe not, because Trangili, what he does is he gives us extra bonus to our standing army unit, so it gives us more power. So we'd actually be losing power, but getting authority. Which I guess is a question. Ooh, we got a new daughter. That's great. We know why? Because we can marry her off to... So in my test game, I actually married one of my daughters off to Chernihiv city-state, and then they basically... their ruler died, and I got their entire kingdom, which was amazing. So let's merge this. Yeah, we're not going to be great on siege, but you can see he has military, so he has the standing army bonus. So I think that that's going to be really good. I'm going to move to the capital already with Yaroslav and just hope that they're not that soon. They're probably not going to move out of the capital though, so I'm not expecting them to actually fight me. Okay, we got a little bit of a bonus. We get a holy procession. What does that do? To grant 50 piety bonus plus 12 turns modifier increasing piety generation, but it must have at least one clergy population. And I assume that we need to actually be productive in our clergy, so it actually would be useless on all of these. We might actually wait and do it on one of these where we are not fully... Well, wait, actually, we should be doing it in Przemysl because we have the right clergy person. We just don't have the right... Because in the other ones it's going to be pointless because it increases piety production that we can't use. So it's not point for it. Now we could try to make some kind of a deal with VOLHYNIA, but I just want to destroy them completely. I might do like a vassal here later, but I don't know. We'll decide later. Yeah. We got a new population in Bells. So let's get our buildings done faster. Okay. And we have, what is this? Halych is unable to draft. Oh yeah, so we're losing manpower. Okay, we're gonna check our manpower upkeep on our units. So how much does what take? Archers take 8. No, sorry, these are spearmen. Archers take 5. And Družina takes 5. We would have to disband. I think we're gonna have to disband somebody just because if we don't... This takes 3 more turns, unfortunately. If we don't, we will... I have nothing that will allow me to increase forced march. Increase movement points, but it doesn't increase... If I absorb a miner, will I get some manpower from them? Regional manpower 19. Manpower plus 7. We're losing manpower because it's just conquered. So if we do the absorb miner, it's not gonna be just conquered. It cost me 50 gold. But it should give us manpower. And I'm also going to disband this unit because they're no longer under unrest. Oh, they are. But for one more turn, so I'm actually gonna disband these guys. Disband. And hopefully it won't mess our manpower too much. Once we get that region, it should, it's kind of a problem, but we'll see how it goes. Ooh, they have 48 combat zones, so we're definitely gonna need to go there and help with our main army, which means that we have to kind of abandon. We would love to switch them actually, but actually it probably wouldn't be enough. We just have to move all in. And then use the Art of Siege on the... Yeah, okay, so we're getting manpower now. Good. Because we disbanded, so that was helpful. And we got a little bit of extra from... What are they saying? They give us money. Hell no. Project. So I did few casualties against Defender. We could split this into a 51. If I split this, okay, I will take Trangili, I will keep Trangili here, and I would move the rest of them there to merge. So once they sort of come over, they should hopefully merge. And we'll leave the one here, because this is a siege, should be quick, and they don't have good defenses, so we should be able to take that over. Now we have this region. Again, this is not great religion-wise, but because they have the same culture, they actually give us manpower, which is what we needed. So that actually worked out quite well. We have removed civilized, so we might need to use... Oh, and we could use Art of Siege here, but I think we actually have to wait till we get the rest of our army there, because otherwise if I do it too soon, only the smaller army will fight, and then we might lose that. So that'd be bad. An important religious figure of Halych has come to Przemysl. Okay, so it actually took a while. Orhe is in unrest, come on. I can't give you an army to help with the unrest. Kind of irritating. Okay, we're gonna put Pilgrim's Refuge. That doesn't help with loyalty. It does help with conversion bonus. But our current rate is so bad that it's still not gonna do anything. It would give me legacy. Alternatively, we just go for a farm so it doesn't take us forever to grow something. Here. Yeah, this is unfortunate. I can't... Yeah, I can't do it with the manpower, so we're just gonna have to wait it out. And just hope for the best. Kind of funny that we're building stuff in this. Yeah, I guess we want the money, but... I guess we want to put a little bit... We'll put the person there, and... 3 more turns for this alarm bell. It should help. It's a can I build anything manpower wise somewhere? Yeah. And actually this one, it will just take 2 turns, the peasant roundup, which will help us. So, and then we can get like a unit here. I could get mercenaries, but it costs me so much money that it's just not worth it. So, but I'm thinking that in 2 turns we should be able to take over Volhynia, and then it's gonna be okay again. In terms of money, because we are going to be able to conquer. Okay, so yeah, we're going to lose this. This is going to suck. Yeah, this is a revolt that we're losing. No! Okay, we're dead. Okay, so we lost this area. And they can move around, so okay, so I'm gonna have to, I guess, get a unit back here again. Just gonna mess up our manpower again, but there's all I can... Nothing else I can do. Because if I wait, they'll probably take over the other 2 areas, and then we'll have to conquer all of them, which would take a while, and then it's going to be an unrest again. I kind of don't really want to do it that way. Taking 6 turns here. Yeah. So Druzhina costs 81 but is low upkeep, and then we'll move the Druzhina unit over there and we'll handle it. Now, at this point, we can finally merge this army and we can do the Art of Siege. It costs 50. That will put us to negative money. But it shouldn't matter because... first of all, we might have a chance that some of our nobles will give us money. But more importantly, as soon as we conquer an area, we will get money from them. So it's gonna be okay. Yeah, and this should be... I think this is gonna be fine, this siege here, so it'll be okay. We gotta second this order token, we gotta move our authority up. So these ones build death nets. Just gonna mess up my money. Does this also take manpower? It doesn't. Okay, that's good at least. Yeah, we lost to the Slavic rebels, but we'll get that Druzhina soon. They might move around, which again would not be good for us, but it is what it is. We gotta get this siege down. But again, as soon as we take over, we'll get a lot of money from conquering them. So on money-wise, we should be good. On manpower, we're still not great. So we got one region, so that should give me money soon. And then we can put them all in the same place, take over Volhynia and be good. And we'll get a lot of authority because we took over the claim, and then we can finally send... I actually might already split one unit away and just send it to run downstairs. Oh, why didn't we get money from pillaging? Weird. Okay. Well, we'll definitely get money at latest by the time we take over the capital. Okay, we're gonna split over one of these horse no, actually... Yeah, one of these horse archers, and we'll send them... we'll send them there. I think the Druzhina should be able to take over the rebels by itself. And the rest of them will go there and merge. I thought he would do better with this siege. Because with the bonus, we still haven't breached a single wall, but we're gonna get that extra unit, so we'll see. Now we finished this, so we're getting manpower finally, thank God. And what else would we like here? I'd like something that gives me money, so I think we're gonna do the riverine. No, this actually loses us money. So let's get a well. Not particularly great, but... Shoemaker shop would give us money, but we need to trade for it. Hempfield just gives us food, so let's maybe do that. One more turns for the farm. Yeah, we're moving some of our units down here. Okay, so this is again still kind of close. I kind of thought we would get more money from this. Like usually you get like money from like pillaging, but guess not. And this one's losing money. Yeah, we're definitely gonna put one of these here to get some extra production. 12 turns for trading bureau, which will actually give me quite a bit of money. So let's do it. It is again just conquered, so it's getting that negative effect, but it's okay. We get instill a revolt, and we get oh, just telling us we got this city. Growth in 7 turns. Might put someone up here to get it faster. Still no growth, and still one more turn for alarm bell. I really need it, but okay, whatever. Okay. They have 2 unbreached walls, so this war will take some time, but you're gonna have 150 strength here. Yeah, ooh, so the Slavic rebels actually, ooh, I should have given myself a general, because they have a general. But we should be able to decimate them, even with their general. Yeah, it ends in a draw, then we go again, but this is actually good for us, because they can't really hit us one by one. Oh no, this gave us exhausted, so that's actually not great, but we're still winning. Yeah, and the last one will just destroy them. You report. It was a draw, okay. Oh, they're gonna win? No, we won. Okay, I was gonna say. That'd be weird. Okay, I will put a general there, and I will put the other unit somewhere else. Again, to make sure we don't have any more unrest. Because that is unfortunate for us. And we're getting dissent because of it, which means we're losing our authority, which is bad. It's just a lot of tiny problems. Yeah, I'm not gonna give you peace. Like, what are you thinking about? No. Especially like 100 gold. What you talking about? We did some casualties on Defender. I think we're gonna keep this. We're gonna merge into Trangeli's army. No, we need the Tortoise, so we'll merge to Vass's horde. It'll give us slightly less power, but I think it's just worth it. And we'll move this unit here, and we'll give a random general Lassie, and this one's gonna take, I don't know, Radoslav, doesn't super matter. To make sure we can get rid of that unrest. Yeah, these ones are actually good. They're no longer messing up with unrest. We have low chance of revolt. This is great. Okay, what about up here? So we finished the alarm bell. Could we get a farm here? We could get a farm, or we can get a hamlet, which give us a loyalty bonus and extra population. Let's do that. I think here we might have gotten some money from the... Yeah, from pillages and raids we got 1. That's not much. That's basically nothing. I guess it's better than nothing, but it's nothing. What do we have here? What can we get? Nothing to give me money. A shoemaker needs a leather. So why don't we get livestock so that we can get leather later? Or a village queen gives us loyalty, a little bit of money, a little bit of food. Okay, we'll do that. Trying to move on our stewardship situation. Yeah, we're building something everywhere, that's good. We have forfeit a claim, that's good. And someone donated money to the state. We're gonna end our turn. Hopefully we'll start moving with the siege, but we're getting manpower, we're losing money, but not... Again, it's not gonna matter, because as soon as we conquer them, we'll get a lot of money. The fact that I'm losing money right now is okay. We would love to put there more archers, but I just can't afford it, so... Oh, so the Ras Principality actually sent archers for us to help sort of conquer the region. I'd rather if they actually went and helped me with up there with my with my siege bit. So we are doing some damage, but it's not going well. Do we need even more units? They're gonna... No, they're... Yeah, I think they're moving up there to help us. Which is good. Yeah. And we're gonna be losing a lot of our penalties. Like, commerce penalty is 90%, so we'll be getting back some money at the end of some of these turns. So hopefully that will help. Botna. Oh, Botna is in unrest, but that's fine. I'm already there to handle it. Show of authority. What does that do? Cost me nothing. We get 50 stewardship and 10 turns stewardship bonus. That actually would be good here, because we are getting some. So let's do it here at Botna, Moldavia. That will help us out. I'm worried about the siege, guys, but like, what do you want from me? Like, what am I supposed to do? I could like make a deal with them because we get a pretty good war score, but I really want to take over this. Because they have no defenses there. I'm gonna click on assault. It shouldn't make a difference at this point. Because they are trying to assault if they can, but we have to destroy the siege first. Oh, did they move out? Okay, let's check this. Or did we actually destroy this city? No, it's just that one unit. So I think they were trying to move somewhere and they just couldn't. Wait, did we win this? No, we unbreached 1 out of 2 walls. Okay, good. Good. We're moving. Doesn't look like as if I already conquered it, even though I didn't. There's still 1 unbreached wall. We'll see. And they're still proposing peace. See, now we got money from pillaging. But 41, but it's very little. Rick is offering his services to Constantine. Okay, so that means that we get another person. Another character, which is great for us. What are they saying? What are they offering? I'm not gonna take it. Yeah, like, good, too bad. Oh, we already destroyed them. We got so little money, honestly, I thought we would get way more. If we're gonna split this army, set this back to Trangili's army. And put back the leader who was Alexei or Trangili. And we'll send them here to handle the trouble. Now, we should have gotten a lot of authority because we've got... Yeah, Constantine is a claimed region that has been conquered by the army. So we've got +5 authority due to our claims, which is really, really good. I don't think that you can forge a claim against... Oh, it's forfeit claim, not forge one. Okay. If it was for... I don't know. I don't think you can forge a claim against, like, independent area. If you could, it could be useful because... it would give us... like, authority, but we can't. How are we doing here in terms of like, oh, okay. So because we have the whole area of Volhynia, we can put a minister here, which is fantastic. This will help us a lot with loyalty. I'm gonna put Przybyslav here. No, this is give us regional friendly. So let's go with Reruk, this new person. Global legacy gain from population education is decreased. Bodyguard efficiency increased by 3 points. Mstislav is my son. Maybe we'll do Mstislav because he's not controlling any place anywhere. 5 to 3, 5 to 5 is better. Gives us extra loyalty, or extra local loyalty everywhere. +5 allow demands for authority gain. So now we're getting demand size +1. And that's because for each region that you are below your demands max, I believe, you gain 0.1. So without him we were getting, actually let me just go no leader. Without him we would be getting 0.6. With him we get a 1. We can't get more than 1. That's sort of the most you can get. Now here we definitely want to be getting some stewardship now that we're getting, well, actually we'll be getting a little bit of money. Oh, we're getting some money here. That's good. Again, this is a forced assimilation, so we'll get some penalties for a little while, but not... The under-pacification is also taking a while, but it should finish soon. Yeah, we're gonna need to get some food here. Yeah, we have to wait till basically the negative goes away. We'll grow in 2 turns so we can build stuff in this area. Now, what do we have here? We have, this is all Volhynia, but this doesn't. This belongs to Chernarus, which we could get a lot more of. So another idea, we have 1 army here, big one. I could start moving. First of all, so actually it's kind of debatable because these ones, they're not caused, well, there's some loyalty revolt risk here as well. But it is of a good culture. So we can either just try to take these over, or we could take them over and then exchange them with either Pechenk or Ras Principality for at least... Actually, oh, so Ras Principality, we'd have to exchange it with Pechenks, which I don't know if they would be willing to give us, just because they they only have 3 regions. So basically, it's like really, really important for them to keep their stuff. So basically, if you're going to be looking at diplomacy, this area, even though it's maybe not of much interest to us, it's a really big deal to them, as you can see, because it's they only have 3 regions. So it's going to be a little bit hard to maybe try to get this area. Because it would really help us out if we could get governor here. And I don't think that getting Berlad would be enough in terms of probably the petty kingdom would probably be how much would Berland cost? I wanted Berland from you. Oh, they can't give it to us because they don't have it for 10 turns. They need to have it for 10 turns. Right now, they can only give it to Pechenks. So, unfortunately, this is not super helpful. I was really hoping that we could do something like get that regional, that governor, but it doesn't look like it. So, but we might want to take Charnaros just because it's, again, it's not that bad in terms of unrest. Yes, we get some negative because of the religion, but it's not entirely terrible. So, we'll see. And if we get enough, if we get that governor, it's going to give us some nice bonuses. All right, but I think this is a good time to end the episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, write down in the comments, and you can click on the right towards some other games that will be on this channel. See you there. Bye-bye.